Well, first, I think we are all reasonably optimistic that there's a lot of momentum, and you see that in terms of a very good timetable, starting with now the INDCs being tabled, being added up in the coming months, a draft text being worked on actually as we speak in Geneva. And so in contrast to Copenhagen, there's this time a real clear work plan, how to get to a point where things are ready for decision. So there's a bit of optimism right now. We have obviously the US-China deal. We have the European Council on the 40%, at least 40% greenhouse gas reduction commitment. So those are big steps. What I hear is that the Indian and Brazilians are now in the center of attention. Right? What will be their commitment? And there's a lot of diplomacy going on to help them come up with a good plan as well. It would be, a miracle if all these plans added up to a solid global plan for keeping us below a 2 degrees threshold. Now that means as we approach now the spring and the tabulation gets done, there needs to be, first of all, a way of capturing what are the different contributions going to add up to, but then looking at the gap and finding ways to close the gap. And I think it's very important to start managing expectations now. That I think is now the emerging challenge, both within civil society. What is it actually to have a good outcome from a COP? Given that it's not one silver bullet, but it's actually a process that will iterate beyond Paris, or have to iterate beyond Paris, but then also with the countries. How are they going to deal with the iteration beyond Paris? And managing these expectations now and not kind of leaving it to the last moment, that's now a very, very specific challenge.